what happens in the very earliest years of life sets the trajectory for one's full life. And we wanted to invest, as I mentioned, in building human capital, and it was really very obvious to us that the highest return on investment came about through investing at the earliest stages of life.
It is doing what society needs to be doing. It's taking care of infants so that they grow into mature and productive and happy adults.
I think another way to describe what I do is helping parents and children fall in love with each other. We ask parents to sit on the floor with the child, and the therapist usually is on the floor as well.
We engage children in play because that's their natural state. Children enjoy playing, and so we teach parents how to engage their children in play.
Dyadic therapy is working with the child and the parent together, and it's not so much that the focus is on the child or on the parent. The focus is really on the relationship and the quality of the relationship.
So it all depends on the parent's point of view, their values, their culture, and their parenting style in general. If the parent is worried about not being able to put food on the table, not being able to know where they're going to live in next month, they're not going to be able to sit down and play with their child. So one of the first things that we're going to do is try to stabilize them.
With those partners, not only can we provide infant mental health to their clients, but they can provide network basic services for all of our families.
Immediately the child is hooked up with a preschool. Immediately the child is hooked up with, let's say, an evaluation if they're not speaking, to help them get speech therapy.
We go into the home, the clients feel, hey, you're in my home, this is my natural environment, and so they feel a little more comfortable.
Very few organizations go into the home and recognize the mental health challenges that a lot of these families are dealing with.
WINS therapy has transformed families' lives. We can see it in what's happening with our families, and we also do biannual outcome screenings and assessments so that we know we're making real progress. In the last iteration, what we saw was that 80% of kids who screened as having a developmental delay actually saw full improvement in that particular area.
I've had a mom crying like 1 week after our first session, saying that over the last week my child told me that he loved me, and I'm so not used to hearing that. That was one session. You know, can you imagine if we keep doing this, and I mean the potential that you can have in changing your relationship with your child.
Si conociera a otra mamá que tuviera problemas de depresión y que no sabe cómo tratar con su bebé, le hablaría de mi experiencia, de lo que yo sentía antes de entrar al programa y lo que sentí después, el gran alivio, la tranquilidad y lo bonito que se siente disfrutar de su bebé. Es lo mejor que me ha pasado.
And we know when kids are securely attached that their futures, Vincent Folletti studies and all, are far better off. Not only their emotional future, not only their social relationships, but their health.
We've got a lot of work to do to let the rest of the world know how important the investment in the early years is. In order for WIN to succeed, we need support. We need support from the government, and we need support from individuals. WIN has the potential to be a model for communities across this city, across this state, and across this nation.
If we want a healthy community, healthy in terms of biological health, healthy in terms of mental health, and healthy in terms of the economics of life in our community, we have to invest in life at its very, very initial stages.
Thank you.